How much do you need to be studying right now for your GCSEs and A-levels? I mean, today, this weekend, this week, how much do you need to be studying? How much did I study to get almost all grade 9s and all A stars in my A-levels? This is no nonsense. I'm literally going to give you a number. Sharing my study routine. What you need to remind yourself is that it's so important to be reviewing all of the content at some point. You are going to need to review certain topics more than others. There are certain subjects, there are certain topic areas that you find more conceptually difficult, and that is what you need to focus your attention on first and foremost. If you've ever heard your teachers talk about a RAG checklist, this is why. The actual reason behind it is because you need to focus on your weaker areas more frequently. A-level maths, I found mechanics so difficult. I spent so much of my revision time focusing on mechanics, going over topics, asking my teachers things, going on YouTube until I got it. I needed it to click. And you know that feeling, you know what I mean. So if you're at GCSE A-level, first tip, go into school or college early and leave late. For example, at sixth form you have 3 periods. At school you're in 9 till 3. Stay behind, go to the library after school. Dedicating a good chunk of your day to not only school but revision. Doing this consistently throughout the course of year 10, 11, 12, 13, this sets you up to get the best grades. And after school, it's still important to be doing some sort of work. I'm not going to sit here and say though, you need to go home, work straight away until you go to bed. That's too much work. Need to find a work-life balance. After I had been to school or sixth form, I would usually leave about 4 or 4:30. I would just take like 30 minutes, an hour and a half off work completely. This would be A, because I needed to get home, and B, my brain needs a break. Bear in mind, you've just worked for a good chunk of time. You've been in that environment. You need to sort of rejuvenate yourself. You need to get out of that school air. Get home, walk home, get the bus home, whatever it is. Take your mind off work. Socialise, do something else. Maybe do an after school club if you do extracurriculars. This break between school and then going home to revise is so important. And then just bear in mind, you've been at school all day. If you've actually utilised your time and focused in lessons and focused in that hour before and that hour after school, you have already done 2 hours of revision that day. So 2 more hours and you're reaching your maximum capacity for deep focus for 1 day. Aim for another hour or maybe 2 in the evening. Point being, it's not about having one number of hours that you consistently aim to hit of revision per day. Depends on where you are in your year, depends on how far behind you are, depends on how up to date you are with the content, how comfortable you are with the content, your natural ability. There are so many more factors to it that it would be unfair for me to just stand here and tell you you need to revise for 5 hours a day. I can give you an idea of how many hours I revised a day. That might not work for you. During my A-levels, I probably revised about 3 or 4 hours a day of deep focused work.